Tweety's High Flying Adventure is pretty good. This has been on my to watch list for a few years because I've finished watching all of the Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies cartoons, but it's not streaming in the UK. I had to pay for it, which I was not bothered about, but I was hoping it would be on a streaming site at some point. It hasn't happened, so I took the plunge. I paid to rent it, and I don't mind having done that because it was really delightful. This was released in 2000. It's directed by Carl Turek, Charles Visser, James T. Walker, and Kyun Wong Lim. Written by Tom Minton, Tim Cahill, and Julie McNally Cahill. And we have a voice cast, a fabulous voice cast, including Joe Alaskey, Jeff Bennett, Jim Cummings, June Foray, Stan Freberg, Tress MacNeille, Rob Paulsen, Frank Welker, Kath Suchi. Obviously, absolutely phenomenal voice cast. And I won't go into too much detail. In fact, I won't give anything away here, but what I will say is that it's not just Tweety. There are many other Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies characters that appear. Some may be obvious with regards to characters who are often in Tweety cartoons, but for me, one of the joys was wondering which character would appear next. So I won't give anything else away, but if you do want to know, that information is on Wikipedia. But we have so many great characters, and I hadn't expected that. I figured there would be a couple of others. I assumed it wasn't going to be just Tweety, but there are so many. And it's just absolutely fabulous. And obviously the voice acting that goes along with that is brilliant. The story I really thoroughly enjoyed. Tweety has to fly around the world in 80 days and collect paw prints from all of these cats. Big cats, beautiful animals. I won't go into the background of why Tweety has to do this, but the story was not necessarily what I'd expected, and it's a really interesting concept. And because of that, we obviously go to a lot of different locations around the world, and that means that we have a lot of different places to look at. It's also a great way to introduce different characters, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought the story was brilliant. The animation is great. We have quite soft backdrops with a lot of detail, but they're generally quite soft. And then in the foreground, we have bright, vivid character designs, and that contrast is really appealing. The music is brilliant. The music is by J. Eric Schmidt, and the characters are just so fun. Great voice acting. I didn't love Aoogah, the character. I won't say who the character is, actually. I won't give it away. I didn't really care for the character. I didn't feel like the character added very much. I didn't hate the character. I don't mind that they exist. But for me, I feel like I wasn't getting anything out of that character. But it wasn't a big problem. And in general, I just thought this was absolutely fabulous and completely worth the money. It wasn't that expensive to rent. I think it was just around either $2.49 or $3.49. That's the standard pricing for the average film in the UK, which is, it's not too bad. I don't mind it. And if you've been considering watching this and you're a Tweety fan or a Looney Tunes or Merry Melodies fan, then absolutely this is worth watching. I was really impressed with this one, and I think it has a lot to offer. It's a fun story. The animation is stunning. Great cast of characters. Fabulous voice acting. I loved it. Tweety's High Flying Adventure is an absolute joy, and I'm very happy to recommend it.